My dear students, so our topic is basic concepts of chemistry. So in unit 1 we studied about basic concepts of chemistry. So from these topics we are going to discuss some questions. So the question number 1, which of the following is not a compound? See, each question contains 4 options. So you have to select the correct option. Which of the following is not a compound? See, he is not a compound, okay? Is not a compound. That is the important key point. So first one is common salt. Common salt formula NaCl. Then marble formula is option 2, marble CaCO3. Then sugar, that is glucose C6H12O6. And the fourth option is coal. Coal, that is formula is carbon. Generally, what is the meaning of compound? Compound contains more than one element. More than one element is called compound. See here, common salt, there are 2 elements present, sodium and chlorine. Together sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is called common salt. So this is not the correct option because it's a compound. Common salt is a compound. Second one, marble. Marble, there are 3 elements, calcium, carbon and oxygen. So this is a compound. So this option also wrong. And sugar, you see, more than one element, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. So this also is not a not a compound, but it is a compound. Okay, so common salt is a compound, marble is a compound, sugar is a compound. See here, coal, so only carbon. So this is not a compound. So option 4 is the correct answer. Okay, students. Now question number 2, which of the following is a homogeneous mixture? Which of the following is homogeneous mixture? We studied about mixture. Mixture, it is 2 types. One is homogeneous mixture, another one is heterogeneous mixture. So what is the difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous? Homogeneous means it appears single, only one phase. You cannot find any difference in the solutions. For example, take sand plus water. Then take pure rainwater. See, after mixing the sand and water, you can able to see this is solid, this is liquid. You can able to see sand also liquid. So this is not a homogeneous mixture. This is called heterogeneous mixture. Whereas you see rainwater, you cannot find any other particle other than water. So this is homogeneous mixture. Clear? So first option, smoke. Smoke means the gas which contains some particles, solid particles. So gas plus solid particle, that is smoke. Then second one, milk. Also you can see some solid particles, undissolved solid particle in the milk. Okay, some particles also present in milk. Iodized table salt. Iodized table salt, this also contains 2 types of iodine plus NaCl. Okay, then last one, you see, this is pure petrol. Petrol, it is obtained from fractional distillation of crude oil. So it is the pure form of liquid. Okay, it is the pure form of liquid. So it does not contain any other substance. Only petrol is the only one substance. So this is the homogeneous mixture. So this is heterogeneous. This option is wrong. This also heterogeneous. This also heterogeneous. The option 4 is the correct answer. So gasoline is the name people are using in United States of America, USA. But in that British countries, like India, sorry, that British countries, British ruled countries like India, some other countries, we are using petrol. So petrol is the British word, gasoline is the American words. Okay, that's all about this question. So which of the following is a homogeneous mixture? Gasoline is the correct answer. Question number 3. How many elements are found in nature? See here, option 1 98, option 2 92, option 3 105, option 4 100. See, in general, there are 118 elements are present in the world. 118 elements. Out of 100 elements, 18 elements, so in nature, there are 98 elements are present in the earth. Okay, so option 1 is the correct answer. Okay, so out of 118 elements in the nature, we can find around 98 elements occur in the nature, like gold, copper. These are the naturally occurring elements. Okay, so option 1 is the right answer. Total 98 out of 118 elements, 98 is the correct answer. Then now question number 4. The number of synthetic elements are. See, in the previous question, how many elements are found in nature? This question, synthetic. Synthetic, that means man-made. So it is not found in the nature. It is man-made elements, that is called synthetic elements. Or see, I told you total 118 elements are present. Out of this 118 elements, 98 elements are naturally occurring elements. So remaining how many elements? 20 elements are man-made element, that is synthetic elements. So option, this is 4. Option 4 is the correct answer. 20 elements. Okay, this is wrong answer. This is the right answer. Clear? Question number 5. Standard molar volume of all gases is option 1 22.4 liter, option 2 22.4 meter cube, option 3 22.4 ml, option 4 22.4 centimeter cube. See here, molar volume. What is the meaning of molar volume? The volume occupied by any substance. The volume occupied by any substance in gaseous state. So volume occupied by 1 mole of substance in the gaseous state. So volume occupied by 1 mole of any substance in gaseous state is called molar volume. Generally, molar volume we are representing in liter. Here the standard condition, standard molar volume, that means standard conditions. What is the value? See, 22.4 is the correct answer. See here, meter cube, milliliter, centimeter cube is the wrong answer. Generally, standard molar volume is expressed in liter. That value is 22.4 liter. So the option 1 is the correct answer. This is wrong, and this also wrong answer. Next question. Which of the following forms largest number of compounds? There are 4 options given. One is carbon, number 2 hydrogen, number 3 oxygen, and the 4th one is nitrogen. See, among the 4 elements, carbon is the only one element forms large, that is greatest number of compounds. You cannot find like carbon, other elements are forming greatest numbers. So carbon is the most important element forming greatest number of compounds. So carbon is the correct answer. So hydrogen is wrong here, oxygen wrong, nitrogen also wrong. Okay, students. So question number 7. Which of the following has minimum mass? The mass will be minimum. So lowest mass. So option 1, 6.02 into 10 power 22 hydrogen molecules, H2 molecules. In option 2, 1120 cc of CO2 at STP. Option 3, 0.1 mole of NH3. Option 4, 0.1 gram atom of carbon. So out of these 4 options, which is the correct answer? So you have to check one by one which one has lowest mass, that is minimum mass. So option 1 we will see first, 6.02 into 10 power 22. See, before calculating this answer, so I will give some formulas. So note down this formula. Generally, so okay, first you cut this. Avogadro's number, you know, Avogadro's number is 6.022 into 10 power 23. So that means 1 mole of any substance represents equal 6.022 into 10 power 23 particles or atoms or molecules or ions, whatever may be. So Avogadro's number we know 6.022 into 10 power 23, that means 1 mole equal to 1 mole. So 1 mole represents equal 6.022 into 10 power 23 number of particles or number of atoms or number of molecules, number of ions. That is the meaning. To find out, in the question, if mass is given, see in the question, if mass is given, to calculate the number of moles, moles equal mass of the element divided by molar mass of the element. So this is one formula. To calculate the number of moles, check mass, that mass must be divided by with molar mass of the element. So you will get number of moles. Okay. So from this formula you can also calculate mass equal moles into molar mass. This is another formula. To calculate mass, if you know moles, you can easily calculate the mass of the element. In case if you want to calculate molar mass, equal mass divided by moles. These are the formulas. There are 3 formulas. You can easily calculate. You can calculate moles, you can calculate moles, you can mass, you can calculate molar mass. Okay. Then another one. If number of atoms or molecules given, if number of atoms or molecules given, then the formula to find out number of moles equal, so the given number of atoms, molecules, atoms, whatever may be, particles divided by Avogadro's number. Okay. This is the formula. See, in the question it is given number of particles. So there are option 1 what is given? 6.022 into 10 power 22 hydrogen molecules. So that number of molecules given. Okay, so what we need mass. To calculate mass, what is the formula? Moles into molar mass. Okay, see now in the option 1, 6.022 into 10 power 23 H2 molecules. So formula is to find out mass, moles into molar mass of H2. So we have to calculate the number of moles. Here number of moles not given. To calculate the number of moles, the formula is moles equal, so given number of molecules, given number of molecules divided by Avogadro's number. Okay, so what is the given number of molecules? 6.022 into 10 power 23 divided by 6.02 into 10 power 22 is given. Now 10 power 23. So how many number of moles? This will be cancelled. So 1 into 10 power minus 1 equal 0.1 moles. Okay, so we got number of moles is 0.1 moles. So mass equal 0.1 into, what is the molar mass of hydrogen? 2 into hydrogen, so equal 2. So molar mass is 2, we will get 0.2 gram. Okay, then option 2, volume is given. Volume is equal 1120 centimeter cube. To find out number of moles, if volume is given, volume divided by molar volume. Okay, here volume is 1120 cc divided by, actually molar volume we have studied 22.4 liters. So what the answer will come? 1120 cc divided by, you have to convert into cc. To convert into cc, you have to multiply by 1000. So 22,400 cc equal, we will get 0.05 moles. Now what is that number of moles we got? Now you have to find out mass. Mass equal to mole into molar mass. Molar mass. Mole is 0.05. That molar mass of CO2 is 44 gram per mole. Okay, so into 44 we will get 2.2 gram. Then option 3 is 0.1 mole of NH3. Mole is given, you have to find out molar mass. Ammonia molar mass is 17 gram per mole. So 0.1 into 17, we will get 1.7 gram. Fourth one is 0.1 gram atoms. 0.1 gram atoms of carbon equal, it contains 0.1 mole. So mole into molar mass, we will get mass. Mass equal 0.1 mole into 12 gram equal, so carbon molar mass is 12 gram, we will get 1.2 gram. Clear? See here, out of this 4 option, which is the lowest mass, we will check. Now see, this is 1.2 gram, this is 1.7 gram, 2.2 gram, and here 0.2 gram. So option 1 is the right answer, because option 1 has the lowest minimum mass. So option 1 is the answer, is option 1. option 1. Clear? Question number 8. The empirical formula of a compound is CH2O. Its vapor density is 30. It reacts with sodium metal. See, that compound reacts with sodium metal. So the compound is 4 option. Option 1 HCOO CH3. Option 2 CH2O. Option 3 CH3 CH2 COOH. Option 4 CH3 COOH. Okay. Now that empirical formula of a compound is CH2O. Clear? CH2 is the empirical formula. Vapor density is given. So molar mass equal, the formula is if that molar mass is not given or molecular mass is not given, then the formula is to find out molar mass or molecular mass, that is 2 into vapor density. Note down this formula. So answer is 2 into 30. So the molecular mass is 60. Now to find out molecular formula, these are the molecular formula. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the molecular formula, but in the question empirical formula is given. Okay. So to find out that molecular formula, N equal to molecular mass. We already studied in the empirical formula. You have to find out that molecular formula. That formula is molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. Empirical formula mass. Okay. So N equal to, what is the molecular mass? 60. Now empirical formula mass, how much? That is carbon is 12, CH2O equal 60 divided by 12 plus 4 plus oxygen 16. Oxygen 16. Okay. Equal, sorry, one small correction is there. Here only 2 hydrogen, so here 2 will come. Okay, 60 divided by 30 equal 2. N equal to 2. So that molecular formula is equal N into empirical formula. N into empirical formula. Here N equal 2 into CH2O. So final formula is C2H4O2. This is the molecular formula. Now in the option you see, this is, that first one is C2H4O is there. So this may also correct. See here, this is CH2 only. So this is wrong answer. That formula should come C2H4O2. See here C3H6O2. This also wrong option. C2H4O2. So option 1 or 4 may be the correct answer. Here one more that point is given. It reacts with sodium metal. So generally acids can react plus metal, it can react. See this is ester. Actually this is not acid. This is not acid. This is the COOH is the acid. So that acid you can find out. If that COOH group is there, then that is acid. Here also COOH group is there, but our molecular formula is wrong. So this is the correct answer. Because this HCOOCH3, this is an ester. It is not acid. It will not react with sodium metal. Clear? So option 4 is the right answer. Question number 9. Which pair of species has the same percentage composition? Option 1 C6H12O6 and C12H22O11. Option 2 C6H12O6 and CH3COOH. Option 3 C2H5OH and CH3COOH. Option 4 C12H22O11 and HCOOCH3. Now check the empirical formula. Empirical formula. If that empirical formula is same for both pairs, then that will contain the same percentage. Okay. So here you check C6H12O6C divided by 2. So 2 divided by 2 divided by 2. C3H4O3. This is the empirical formula. Then another one C6H11. This will not come. So this is not equal. There is no same empirical formula. Now see, check this one. C3H6 then O3. C3 divided by 2. C3H6O. Here also H6 will come. First one H6 will come. So this is wrong answer. Option 2 C3H6O3 and see here C2 CH2O. Then again you can divide this by 3. So you will get CH2O, right? So CH2O, this also CH2O. And you check here, this will not be same because C2 H3, no, here it will not come. And that fourth option also, you will not get the same empirical formula. Okay. So empirical formula is same for option 2, that is CH2O. So this will be having same percentage composition. Check the empirical formula. If in both case, if the empirical formula is same, so that will be the correct answer. Okay. Then question number 10. Which consists of 2 or more than 2 types of atoms? Silica formula is SiO2, graphite carbon C, diamond C, ozone O3. See here, this will not be correct answer. 2 or more than 2 types of atoms. See here, only one type. So this is wrong answer. Here silicon is there, oxygen is there. So option 1 is the correct answer. Clear? So today we have discussed some important questions from basic concepts of chemistry. Then we will discuss more questions in the next video. Okay students, hope you understood today's lesson. Thank you very much.
Hi students, welcome back to our chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss about some need based questions, okay, in hydrogen topic. Okay, so first one, which one of the following is a radioactive isotope of hydrogen? Okay, so 4 options are given. First one H11, second one H12, third one H13. Option D, all of this. So what are the isotopes of hydrogen? 3 isotopes, isn't it? Protium, deuterium and tritium. So symbols are given in the options. So among these 3 isotopes, rare isotope is tritium. So tritium symbol H13 or T13. So 1 is atomic number in the subscript and the superscript 3 is the mass number. Okay. So which option is correct for first question? Option C. Okay. Option C is tritium. Tritium is a radioactive isotope of hydrogen. Okay. Then second question. Syngas is a mixture of dash. So 4 options are given. Syngas or synthetic gas or water gas. Okay. So water gas is a mixture of or syn gas is a mixture of carbon monoxide plus hydrogen. Okay. So which option is correct? Option A is correct. Okay. So third question, para and ortho hydrogen can differ in. Okay. First option atomic number, second option atomic mass, third option spin of protons, and fourth option number of neutrons. Okay. So first one atomic number, second one atomic mass or atomic weight. So how ortho and para hydrogen is formed? So we can know the definition, isn't it? So whenever molecular hydrogen is formed, that is two hydrogen atoms combine to form a hydrogen molecule. Okay. So whenever H2 is formed, the spin of protons in same direction or in opposite direction. Okay. Whether the spin is same direction, the hydrogen is ortho hydrogen. Whether the spin is opposite direction, that is para hydrogen. So how ortho and para hydrogen differ? It differ in spin of protons. So which option is correct? C. Option C. That is spin of protons. Okay. Next, fourth question. Spin isomerism is shown by. So is related, fourth question is related to third question. Okay. First option dichlorobenzene. Second one hydrogen. Third option dibasic acid. Fourth option N-butane. You can know the answer. So spin isomerism is shown by, yes, option B, hydrogen. Okay. So the same concept, question will be different. Okay. So third question, how ortho and para differ. Fourth question, which shows spin isomerism. Okay. So ortho and para are isomers of hydrogen. Okay. So which option is correct? Option B. Next, fifth question. Dihydrogen reacts with halogens to yield hydrogen halides. Which of the following halogens react even in the dark? Okay. So dihydrogen means H2 reacts with halogens to yield hydrogen halides. So reactant and product is given. So question is asked, which of the following halogens react even in the dark? Okay. We can see this topic in the video, that is, among halogens, hydrogen reacts with fluorine even in dark. Okay. Hydrogen reacts with chlorine in presence of light. Bromine reacts with hydrogen in heating condition. Okay. And iodine reacts with hydrogen, heating, and catalyst also record. Okay. So question is, which of the following halogens react even in the dark? So which halogen? Yes, option B, that is fluorine.